Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon. In this video, me and my friends would like to presentation about our analysis, and the title is Smart Cities with Big Data, Reference Models, Challenges and Consideration by Jae-Hyun Lima, Kwang Jae-Kim, and Paul Pimaglio. This is for fulfill the final exam of the e-governance course, and the teacher college is Mr. Muhammad Andi Sopiyanti, MAP. But before that, let us introduce ourselves. My name is Ratih, Anissa, Milenia, Rahma, and my friends.
Sopiyanti.
And we are student of political science in Islamic State University Sunan Gunung Jati, Bandung. Okay, these are the talking points. First, we will talk about abstract. Second, we will talk about problem, purpose, and method. After that, we will talk about discuss, and last, we will talk about conclusion. Okay, let's start. Cities worldwide are attempting to transform themselves into smart cities. Recent cases and studies show that a key factor in this transformation in the use of urban big data from stakeholders and physical objects in cities. However, the knowledge and framework for data use for smart cities remain relatively unknown. And the result is report findings from an analysis of various use cases of big data in cities worldwide, and there is a 4 project with governments organizations toward developing smart cities. And so, what is the problem? The problem is, how can we create value using big data from various sources in cities? Knowledge useful for this task hasn't been developed, nor is it deeply understood. Classifies the urban data use cases into 4 reference models and identifies 6 challenges in transforming data into information for smart cities. So, for reference model is data collection method, value credit, and with data. Then, 6 challenges is managing the data quality, integrating different data, addressing privacy issues, understanding the need of citizens, visitors, and employees, enhancing geographic information delivery methods, and designing smart city service. Next, what is the purpose? For building upon the relevant literature. This proposes 5 considerations for addressing the challenges in implementing the reference models in the real-world application. The reference models, challenges, and consideration collectively forms a framework for data use for smart cities. This will contribute to urban planning and policy development in the modern data-rich economy. Next, what method is used? Employed 2 methods, that is use case analysis and action research. First, use case analysis method is useful for identifying the reference models, whereas the practice-driven action research method is useful for empirically understanding the challenges and consideration. Second, action research to develop design knowledge of big data use for smart cities independent of application. The action research method to identify challenges and consideration of the use of big data for smart cities, so that for a smart city application, design project planners and participants should be aware of reference model to which they can refer for the project, as well as challenges and consideration related to the success of the project. Yeah, for the next slide about discuss and conclusion will be explained continue by my friends Amaliah. Time is yours.
Okay, next, I am Amaliah Sopiyanti. I will discuss the discussion section, contribution, and conclusion from the journal that I and Ratih analyzing. Study how big data from Smart City Portal can be used by private and public entities to create new service and deploy big data business. The study proposed the adoption of a value creation model for using smart city data. Study how smart city can be achieved by combining available research such as government data and sensor network deployed in cities with civic knowledge in the form of the citizen active contribution of data by means of their smartphone. This study developed a platform to ease the generation of citizen-centric service by exploiting urban data in different domains. Study the application potential of big data and context-aware technology of smart and sustainable cities. Okay, next discussion, reference models for data used in smart cities. In this case, the use of big data in smart cities is characterized by a diverse set of dimensions, including data, data collection method, and value created with data. Figure 4 show our classification of big data use case in smart cities into 4 categories. The two axes represent the direct beneficiaries of big data use and the main source of big data in smart cities. And it is split into two levels, namely local service provider, local government, and companies, and individual customer, citizen, and visitors. Okay, look at this. This is a classification of big data use is in smart cities. Okay, next discussion. Challenge in using data for smart cities. Challenge 1 pertains to data quality management. Prerequisites for identifying trustworthy smart city information is the quality of urban data. Challenge 2 refers to the integration of data from different sources. Challenge 3 concern data privacy in project 2112 citizen were surveyed to evaluate the cloud family chapter, hospital Q&A, and other services that target citizen quantitative and qualitative. Challenge 4 refers to understanding the needs of citizens, visitors, and employers. Challenge 5 pertains to achievement of geographic information delivery method. Challenge 6 pertains to the design of smart city service that deliver information from urban big data. These challenges are interrelated because data collection, information collection, and information delivery in database smart city are independent activities. Okay, next, look at this. This is challenge in transforming data info into information for smart cities. Okay, next discussion, consideration in using data for smart cities. This framework can be used in executing smart city projects that really want the use of urban data. We describe each of the 5 consideration in turn. The first consideration into a service-oriented perspective for value creation in collecting and analyzing urban data. The second consideration is to pay attention to the experience of people in collecting and using personal data and delivering information to them. The third consideration is to employ a data-oriented perspective in designing service. The fourth consideration is to create synergies and minimize conflict between data relate stakeholder. The fifth consideration is to form a cross-functional team for the use of big data. Okay, next discussion. In this contribution, policy deployment toward developing smart cities with big data, ICT application towards developing smart cities with big data. Okay, the last concluding remarks, the fundamental aspect of recent and expected database smart city innovation is multi-city data or intelligent infrastructure, but the newest application for value creation for stakeholder, the use of urban big data contribution to the creation of information for stakeholder to perform their process better and create value, the main value and the great value. The main contribution of this paper is the deployment of knowledge and framework for data use for smart cities, drawing for this application-oriented perspective. The purpose classification same suggests for reference models to create value for citizen, visitor, local government, and companies using the data obtained from them. There are at least 6 challenges in transforming urban data into information for smart cities. The purpose of 5 consideration for the collection, management, and analysis of urban data will help address those challenges in implementing the reference model. Okay, thank you. Thank you. This is discussion. I and Ratih Anissa for analysis. Thank you.
There is explanation from us about our topic. I think it's enough. I'm sorry if we have mistake, and yeah, thank you so much for your attention. Wabillahi taufiq wal hidayah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you.